And we are live. So, hello, everyone. Whoever will be joining us live or either will be watching a replay. I'm the name or face behind this page, Manpreet Karchathia, and I'm running this digital business for a while now, like almost 3+ years. Uh, Once in a while, I bring my friends, another business partners, to share their story and to share some more insights about the business. So here we are today with Daisy. She's also from Ontario, Canada, and she is from banking industry. So, Daisy, can you please introduce yourself to my viewers?
Absolutely. Hello, hi, namaste. My name is Daisy Sharma and I am from Ontario, Canada, uh, Oshawa, Toronto in particular, not too far from Manpreet. And yes, I am actually from banking industry. I met my husband there and we now have three beautiful children and we are with parents, seven households, amazing family right now.
Amazing, amazing. So, also, can you share your reason to join this business? Because, of course, your background is in banking, right? Nothing
Right.
online and nothing. So, how did you came to in this business?
Well, the first of all, I never thought that I would come in any business or I would do any business. And when I used to say, I'm never going to do any business, my sister used to say, like, never say never. But here I am today.
Yeah.
The reason I joined is actually I have three kids, like I said, right? So I have been working in banking industry for past 15 years, and I had my first daughter in 2018. So for like past 10 years, I've been working, and all the work that I did, the process improvement to overtimes to every overachieving the target, everything that I did. After I went back from mat leave, there was new manager, and it was like boom, restart of the life. First of all, when you go back from mat leave, you already lose your confidence because you have been in at home for a year. It's like
Yeah.
from outside, like people, environment, you already are losing so much self confidence. Like am I worth it? Like all that like doubt, self doubt that starts coming on you. And like when you go back to work thinking, okay, like I'm going back to my old space, and like actually I loved working. I used to go, I mean, I still love working. I don't mean in any wrong way, but every time I would step out of home, I was like, yes, like, I'm getting out of home. Like that was my always reason to like, okay, I get to get out of home. I get to go to work, right? So that was always the spirit of personality. And then once this happened after the mat leave, like, new manager, she had to like go prove the every single thing. There was like new Daisy again, like you have to prove again, like the same thing that I did. It did not matter, I was just a number again. The
Yeah.
second mat leave, same thing. Again I went back, there was another new manager. Finally I got like that manager was finally on my like page, like understanding me how I work, and
Daisy,
right. Yeah, can you hear me?
it got like a little bit glitch in between, but now,
Oh,
yeah, I now I can hear you.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like when I went back from the second mat leave, there was another new manager. Again, like the proof that I just did like year before, it did not matter. I had to redo the whole thing again, right? Again, after the last baby, so I went back, and for the last one, I actually took 18 months of time off because I knew that was the only time that I could take this long extended time off, and I would never get that back in my life. And like I always believe that when the opportunity is given, just take it, because there's no opportunity that comes again. Like it doesn't knock on your door every single time, right? So for the
Mhm.
third one, I took 18 months, and I was able to take care of like my all three kids really better, and like I was feeling really good about it. And then once I went back, again the same story of like 18 months this time. Now think about it, I had to like losing so much more self-confidence, and I already know that you have to prove again to yourself, like all that thing in my mind was really bothersome. And then when I went back, it was the same story again. It was new manager again, and again I had to start from scratch. So that was like, really bummer in my head. And if you like, well, you are in Canada, you know that in mat leave we get paid. It's not like we don't get paid. And we are so lucky to be in Canada that at least we
Right.
get mat leave, and we at
Yeah.
least get like, paid, right? But
Mhm.
the thing is, it's not enough. Given the expenses that we have to pay right now, it's really expensive, and it barely covers our bill to do anything like, loss of debts and stuff, right? So those two were like main reasons. And as I started going to work after the third mat leave, my mind has switched like totally differently because I am now a mother of three. So, life changes when you become mom. Yes, I was able to work overtime like crazy before, and I did work like crazy before, but now I don't have that time. Like I every single time after like I work 8 to 4, a minute if I have to spend extra, either like it's like, oh my god, like I'm going to miss out something on my kids. Like, I can't spend any
Yeah.
more a single minute at my work because like, this is the time I should be at work and just get out and like, be like with kids, right? So I can't afford to work overtime, but you know what? Bills still like, bills has to be paid, right? So like it's like sacrifice that you have to start doing. That's not the only thing. And working, like I have to right now from Oshawa to Brampton, I have to drive 2 hours to go to work, guys. So, 2 hours to
Wow.
go, 2 hours to come back, 8 hours at work, and middle to get up and to come back. It's like 12 and a half hours I am on, like, I'm away. And at that day, I do not get to see my kids. Lucky that I don't have to go every day, but imagine like they're saying that they're going to start calling people like at least 3 times a week. So with that, I don't know what's going to happen. My gas expense, every time I go is like I go with full tank, I come back with half tank. It's
Of
that
course.
crazy.
And like
So
2 hours is a lot for one side, and
it
then two plus
definitely is.
two, four. Wow.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So those were the things like I just started thinking about it. But again, at this moment, I was still not thinking of any business or anything or any side hustle. I was really not thinking of any of that because it was just like out of my mind and out of my scope. Thinking, oh, I can't do business. That's what my mindset was, right? Because I'm the person. If you give me direction, I'll give you 200% of like what I can do because I can. There's already like lay down structure and everything, right? But there's no business out there. You have to invest yourself. You have to do everything from scratch yourself, and I am
Yeah.
not up to that. So that's why my business was not in my scope. So one day, after work, because the sister, the one who I joined with, she's my coach right now. So she is in the area, but on the way back, I said, okay, she's on the way, so I'll just go see her because her husband, I call him brother. So like his hand broke 3 parts. So I went to see him after like then when I went to see him, then I see sister cutting up her checks, this business check that came from, right? And then I asked like, okay, I see you posting on social media and stuff. So what do you do? I was just curious again, not to join any business. Like I was
Yeah.
just curious to know like, what do you do? So now tell me, since like you're in person, you can tell me. And she also knew that probably I would not join, so she was just like casually just giving me information about like the business, and I was like getting with curiosity, I was asking her questions and stuff, and she was just answering me all the questions, answers, like everything. And then yeah, rest is the history, because after that, like I came home with all that information, and like, again, she did not think that I would ever join. I did not think that I would ever join. So but like it's really started hitting me in my head is because
Mhm.
I already post on social media. I already have like pretty much a content type of things because I have 3 kids, and like life is full of my
Yeah.
life is full of surprises and like fun and like everything that's happening, right? So I'm already posting all that with kids anyways, right? So if I am posting the same thing now, but with the business content, I'm making money. So who doesn't want that, right?
Of
Um,
course.
so that was the best part about it. That's why I'm like, and then she definitely mentioned about like all days you will get to retire early, because obviously like more you earn, like you can just free away from your 9 to 5 grind and like pay off your mortgage, everything and stuff, and then like retire early. We want, for me, I wanted time freedom. And obviously like I started thinking like how long am I going to keep on proving myself to like corporate companies. and then like how long am I going to be stuck in this schedule 9 to 5 grind, like come to work, go do the house stuff, remaining whatever time is left, do that way. And then like after that, the last thing that really touched me when she said that if anything happens to you, Daisy, you know what happens, like all everything, your portfolio, everything will go to your kids. It's hereditary, like it will just pass on to your kids. So like as a mother, you're a mom, like as a mother, like imagine, like that is the biggest satisfaction, biggest thing that you could ever ask for,
Of
right?
course.
I still don't have my will. I haven't made my will, but now guess what? Like I don't know what the rest of it or not, but like my business is going to go to kids. At least they can like start from there. Like whatever is coming, they can at least like benefit from that, right? So that was the biggest like consolation for me, and that's why I am here today. That was
Perfect.
a big
Amazing
cry. I'm
story.
sorry, but I really had to let it out.
No, it's good to learn, right? Good. I'm so really happy to hear your story. Yeah. Like you have a lot of patience for 2 hour driving on one side. I'm like, that's a lot.
And it's funny thing. I really want to share this because it's funny, and I want to put it out there. Is because look, I when I wake up in morning, since morning, like I this is like 1 liter Stanley bottle, okay. So like I have a habit of drinking water, like before I start, like by 9 o'clock I am done with this 1 liter bottle, okay. So for that 2 hours, if I'm driving, I have to go pee. So there's so much, it's so crazy traffic that if I stop somewhere, then I will be half an hour extra late to my work. So I cannot. So I really have to hold on till I get to work. And God forbid if there's any accident, which is, is 401, right?
Hmm.
There's always something happening. Like, when you start to drive, it shows only 1 hour. I kid you not. But by the time I'm on road 401, hit 401, time starts increasing and just even goes like over 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Um, right. Well, like I know, I take 401 for a little bit. I go to Mississauga from Brampton, but always, yeah, there's always possibility like 401 is packed up for any reason, right?
Always, always. Doesn't matter what
So,
is time of the day or night you
yeah,
go.
doesn't matter. Perfect, Daisy. Yeah, actually, a lot of people want to start something as a side hustle, right? But they are scared of starting because they know there's a lot of expenses involved. There's a lot of self work involved because if we are starting a new business, there's a lot of stuff you have to work on, right? You have to have a perfect knowledge about all the areas involved in the business, like staffing, how you manage your business funds and all that. But in our business, we can start small and we can grow big. So how is that? Like, can you explain how we work with this phenomena in our business?
Yes. Start small. If you envision, how you have to have is your mindset really needs to have, look at me, like as I was saying, my why, I did not have the mindset of business. I never thought that I would be in business because I thought that I cannot do business, right?
Yeah.
But I found a platform, and I would say to my sister when she said I never say never, I'm like, you know if only there's a business which already has done everything for me, then maybe I'll join that kind of business. But otherwise, if I have to start everything from scratch and if I have to do everything, then hell no, right? Here. And this was the perfect platform for me because, again, like I never thought that I would do business, and I was not even looking to do any business. I would not even like, online scroll, like it's just a regular, any other people who scrolls. I was scrolling like that, or like, creating content for my own personal purpose, right? I never
Yeah.
thought that there was any business out there which has already laid the foundation for you. Like all the tradings is already there.
Yes.
Already the back work is already done. It's all automated. I never thought that there was something like that, and it was possible. Like, there's already like, a lot of people has already been it. I had no clue about this outside world of the business, that how it runs, right? So I feel so lucky to start from there, right? So to start small, like you really have to like, like how I was curious and how I started. a baby step, right? I was just
Yes.
curious, okay, what do you do? Because I've been seeing her post. I'm like curious, what do you do? And then I asked her questions, and then after that, like she said, the process actually, she said the whole process, and then we went from there. So start, you always have to start something small. You want to see the bigger picture of earning, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, but until you actually learn to spend a bit in order to do that, you will never get there. Look at
Right.
the Steve Jobs. He started his job, like the Apple, the whole everything from his basement, right?
Yes.
Uh, Now look at him. He's the one of the biggest icon, and like we really give like a lot of example about him, right? There are so many billionaires who were never who are not inherited like a large chunk of money. We expect sometimes when we see uh, like millionaires or billionaires, we always think that, oh, maybe they inherited some money, like oh, like probably their parents gave some money. Not everybody were like that fortunate. I really like to want to give example of my own dad. Like when he came from one of the really rural part of the Nepal, he wanted to proceed to Kathmandu, and after
Mhm.
for the studies and abroad, right? Parents are like, no, no, you can't, like, no, don't go. Like, no parents wants you to like go away from especially unknown place and stuff. Like, no, that like especially at that time, like now there's like no so many like buses to like all the
Right.
information that at that time there was nothing, right? So
Mhm.
he came from the very rural part of the Nepal to Kathmandu with 20. I don't think it was even 20, like barely anything, no money, right?
Mhm.
But today, here we are. Had he not changed, made that one step, we would not be here. I would not be here. My life over here in Canada would not be possible. That step that he took to change his life, and he changed the life of his brother, he changed the life of his family, and here we are, right? So that one step that you take, it was a very small step at that time, but look what was the butterfly effect of that. So we really need to
Right.
think of the bigger picture. That's what he envisioned. That's why we are here today.
Yes, actually, of course. And this business, the best thing I like is you don't have to quit your job or go fully into the business, right? You can start wherever you are. You can start with your current job. Like people were, when some people, when they started this business, they were doing two, three jobs. And when they started this business from wherever they were, and then they were able to quit their jobs, right? So I
Yeah,
love this amazing system that we can do with anywhere, like which wherever we are, whichever whatever we are doing, we can start from there and let the business grow, and then we can take it as a full time after,
absolutely. That's
right?
what I plan to do, right?
Yeah.
To right now, obviously, I'm working 9 to 5 grind, and it's not possible for me to like go full on to this business, right?
Yeah.
But like I do my 9 to 5, and I'm so lucky to have the automation system that's like working behind our back. Like I just the other day, like I was getting lead at like 2 a.m. at night, and like look at the power of automation that we have, right? It's giving you so much freedom, because like when I
Mhm.
started, the training was at your own convenience. Do whenever you want, however you want, like do it on your own terms, right? There was no like
Yes.
nobody coming and pressuring me saying like, hey, you got to do training, finish. I actually have worked in call center in here and back home as well. I know the sales pressure that is. It's
Mhm.
really pressuring. It really stresses you out. It's like anxiety. Like you have to bring in customer client. Like it's crazy, and like they expect you to be up and running like within a matter of like no week or two, and that brings a lot of anxiety in people, right? But here there's nothing like that. So
Yeah.
it's like, imagine you're just given a car, you are the driver, you do whatever you want. You want to stay parked, you want to drive, you want to put a gas on it and go, whatever you want to do, it's your choice, right?
Yeah.
Like I started training. I am still training right now. Like I'm doing, because it's like pay as you go kind of thing. You do it, and like you set up together, and then like go, and then after that move on to different ones. So like it's never ending. Training never ends, because like the world right now is evolving, changing so much. So with that, we also need to change. We also need to like see like what kind of content is good and stuff, right? All that like, and it's such a powerful training. Everything that we have in here is just amazing. So having said that, yeah, um, that's yeah, that's it. Well, I was gonna say something, I totally forgot and lost my train of thoughts. But yeah,
It's okay. It's okay. I know it's a lot to say about the business, right? Because we love a lot of stuff. So sometimes we forget. But I love the most is the community that we have, like the
hmm,
support that we get, right?
yeah,
Because as you said, you never thought you will run a business or something online. Same for me, being a registered nurse, I never thought I will start something like this. But when I really came by this opportunity, the person who bring it to me is a pharmacist by profession. So she was doing this business, and I'm like, let me see what she's doing, right? She's with the
right,
same field and all that. So when I explored, I'm like, this is a all in one business, right? Everything is set up, and you just have to put your efforts on about marketing, digital marketing. And
right,
also we get a fully fledged training about that, and training is so easy to follow, as I always say, because
yes,
some people are still scared about like what is online, how we gonna do it. I never did it. I was not a social media person before. I never
mhm,
posted. I posted like once in a while about something happens, but like I was not a regular social media person when I started. But I came out of my comfort zone, and here I am. Like we're doing lives now, right? So
yeah.
all this start with the reason to come out of that comfort zone. When you have a reason, you will work hard to achieve your goals.
For sure. I really think that change is really important. We are human being. We are designed by nature to change, to learn, to grow, and have a vast knowledge, right?
Yes.
Look at all the billionaires that are out there. They're like, they have a really good habit of even like, reading at least like a couple of pages a day. Why are
Yeah.
they doing that? They don't have any necessity. They earn a lot of money. They don't have any reason to do any of that, right? But they are doing it. Why? Because they know that like keeping your brain active and like keep on learning new process and things, it just keeps you active, and like that's how you make fair proper decisions in life as well. So it's really
Yeah,
important.
this is the like a requirement of the time right now, because like time is all online, like everything is online now. So we
Yeah,
have to learn something new to keep our skills right, or on the right path too, right?
yeah.
Perfect. It's so nice, you explained it so well. So can you just quickly tell what are the steps of joining the business? And we don't want to wait, keep our viewers longer, like it's 22 minutes now. It's great.
Yeah, so what you can do is once you see our Facebook page, or like our page or my page, like anybody's page, you can simply go to any of our website first. Is either you can message us in the messenger, or like whichever means that is provided. That's the fastest way, right? Or the other way is that you can go to our respective website, and then you can sign up with your name, your email address, and there's a small box that a lot of people forget to click. So you have to click that, and then just to register, that will actually take you to the 90 minutes complimentary webinar, where there are people who has given their testimony of like how and why they joined the business, and like how it has benefited them. Just like we shared our story over here, they are sharing their story over there, and that's really inspirational. When you do that, you will also be invited to our private Facebook group, where you get to get so many inspirational pictures that you will see, like a lot of people how they are progressing and with this business, right? It's so amazing community, guys. Like once you see it, you just don't want to get out of that page. Like I'm there all day getting inspiration, because like that's what boosts your mind, right? Like you have to really think higher in order to achieve higher, right?
Yes.
So yeah, that. And then so once you're ready, when you're ready to be in business, and you can actually just come with us, you have to pay for 149 refundable fee, and we always say money back guarantee if you feel that this business is not for you within 30 days, that is. And what happens with this $149 refundable fee, you asked, right? It's like you will get a information package from us where you will have 8 to 9 videos. It's about
Mhm.
3 hours long video, and it's segregated in 8 to 9 videos, so you can watch it any time of the day, whenever you want. Stop and pause, your choice. It explains our business model. So in that business model, it will just tell you, like, what it is, how it is, what company, every single thing, every single detail. How do you earn commission? Everything that you need to know about business is all over there, right? So that's why we want to make sure that we are attracting serious people and like our like-minded people. That's the only reason that we are charging this $149 fee, right? Otherwise, there are so many other people that comes out, like, they're not serious, but they just want to, for that reason, we want you to be serious. That's why we are charging that fee. If
Yeah.
again, for any reason you are not ready, you don't want to go, which I highly doubt that will happen, because you once you see the progress of people that's coming in, and like once you understand the business model, you will love it, I'm sure. But if any reason you don't want to move forward, within 30 days your money will be back, refundable. So you have honestly nothing to lose. What you'll get in return is actually more information, right?
Mhm.
More like the curiosity that you had in your mind. What is this business? Like, you will know now. And then, like, at least it will be in back of your head. Maybe if you want to come back later on, you can come back again,
Yeah.
right?
Many people come back again, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's
perfect.
our process, guys.
Yeah, that's a process. Very simple, three easy steps. And just I want to add like just a little like quote or saying, like, if you have a goal, no matter if you walked up to that or you run, unless you do everything one day to reach your goal, you will reach that goal, right?
Yeah.
So if you guys have anything that is like bothering you, or you want to something different in your life, you have to come out of your comfort zone. You have to try new stuff. You have to look for whatever works for you. And once you find this, start working on that, because if you start today, you will be much better a year after, instead of not doing anything and staying in the same place, and then you will be same place next year, right?
Yeah.
So amazing. So thank you everybody who will be watching us as a replay, or whoever watched us live. Just anything you want to add before we
Yes,
say?
absolutely. I really want to thank you for inviting me to your page, giving me chance to, present myself in front of your page, right? Very, very thankful for that. Heartfelt gratitude.
I'm so thankful too, because you accepted my invite and we are here. And I'm so amazing. I learned about your story. Like, everybody has a different story, right? In this business, everybody
Yeah.
has a different why. And I'm so happy that we are able to connect because of this business, right?
Yeah, we do.
Amazing.
We are getting to learn, like, with so many people. I'm getting to connect, and how you were talking about the, getting out of comfort zone. Probably this is
Mhm.
like my 10th or so interview. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. It's all about learning process, guys.
Yes,
So
all about.
we will see you on the other side.
Perfect. Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.